What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another live Pokemon Showdown session. Today, we are starting PU, and it feels like it's been a while since I've done anything involving PU. It really hasn't, but I don't know. I get like anxiety when I haven't done PU in a while for some reason. So I figured, let's make this a good one. So I threw together an NFE team. That's right. It's not all Eviolite, but it is an all NFE team. I didn't really build it around anything in particular, so I don't know how well it's going to work, but we have some interesting things here. And before we get into the team, just a friendly reminder, in case you guys haven't done so already, if you would like to show your support, you can do so by clicking that like button right below this video. You can leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. All of that is welcome and appreciated, as always. Now, let's take a look at the Bayleef here. It's a specially defensive set, calm nature, of course, max HP, max special defense. We've got the synthesis for recovery, leech seed, forces a lot of switches, helps alleviate the usage of synthesis because we only have 8 of them. So we kind of need to use it wisely. Giga Drain is stab, so a lot of grass moves on this. And then I actually had aromatherapy because I kind of needed a cleric, but I actually switched out the Gabite that I had on my team for a Clefairy, so that allowed me to run Toxic because Gourgeist can be a problem. So then we have Shells, the Wartortle, that's going to be physically defensive, so we got a nice water grass core there, defensive core I should say. It's going to be our spinner because we do have 2 Pokemon that are very weak to rocks, so we kind of need something like that. Then we have Scald, which is stab, has a nice burn chance of course. Haze is because things like Throw love to set up bulk ups and things, so we can just come in and haze those away. We can also counter things like Barbarical because I can take a Stone Edge after it gets off a Shell Smash and kill it with counter in 1 hit, whereas a lot of other defensive walls would not be able to just kill something like that. So Shells is my backup plan for that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to use. Bald Nature, of course, because that increases our physical defense. I threw the extra 8 into a special attack. And then we have Bread, the Pawniard with Eviolite, Defiant, so it punishes Defog users if they want to get rid of those Stealth Rocks. Max Attack, and then I have kind of a weird spread. I think I have enough to outspeed uninfested base 80s, I believe is what I threw on here, with an Adamant Nature to hit as hard as possible. And I opted to not go for the very common Swords Dance set because I wanted something that could Pursuit Trap things like Kadabra and Haunter, which can give this team some problems. Breaking the sash of a Magic Guard Kadabra is game-changing, and oftentimes that'll just win you the match if you can break its sash. So that's what Pursuit is for. Knockoff, of course, is good for removing items. Then we have Sucker Punch for priority, and Iron Head is another stab. Hits fairy types, hits ice types, like it gives you something to actually deal some damage to Avalugg, which doesn't take too much from it anyway, but you know, it's nice to hit it. I mean, especially if you get up to +2 via Defiant boost, Iron Head still does a lot of damage. Not the best coverage in the world just because Steel is a bad offensive typing, but whatever. Then we have Waggle Muffin, the Clefairy. It is physically defensive because I don't know what I was going to say there, but I just stuttered and it was weird. But it allows us to utilize our fighting and dark resistances, so I can switch in on, not knockoffs all the time, but I can switch in on things like crunches, I can switch in on things like circle throws from Throw. So I have the Heal Bell on here because I wanted something to be able to get rid of status, because Yanma doesn't like being paralyzed and Bread doesn't like being burned. So Moonblast, Soft Boiled for recovery, and I needed a Stealth Rocker. Like I said, I had Gabite on this team, but I switched it out. So I went for the Stealth Rocks there. Bold Nature to increase our physical defense a little bit further. Other than that, pretty standard EV spread. Then we have Roman, the Quilava. Everybody knows what this does, except I'm not running Scarf this time. I opted to go for as much power as possible. So this is a Modest Nature with Choice Specs and Flash Fire, so anything that wants to spam fire moves on things like Bayleef, on things like Pawniard or Yanma, this can get a free switch in. With the Flash Fire boost, Eruption, or even Fire Blast just kills everything. everything just dies. It's ridiculous how powerful this thing is, only coming off of base 80 special attack. We got the Eruption, obviously, Fire Blast for when we lose some health, Extra Sensory hits the fighting types, like Throw. I keep saying Throw, but Poliwrath is also a big one, and then Hidden Power Grass just rounds out the coverage, although you don't use it too often, but it does hit things like Golem. Then we have Buzzbeat the Yanma, last but not least, with a Life Orb. This is another one that hits so hard. It's just unbelievable how hard this thing hits, coming off a base 75 special attack. The Life Orb does help it. So does a Modest Nature. We only need Modest because we do have the Speed Boost. So we can come in and protect on things, and then we outspeed most Scarf users. Got the Bug Buzz and the Air Slash. I did have Ancient Power on here to hit Fire types, but Air Slash already hits them for neutral damage most of the time. And I've been running into a lot of Caracostas and Barbaricles, so Giga Drain just poops on those. And with that being said, we're finally going to get into a battle here, because I feel like I've been rambling on about this team. I've just been having so much fun laddering up with this a little bit. Not too much, but it's just been fun so far. So I'm looking forward to this session, in case you couldn't tell. This is a pretty threatening team. It's looking pretty standard, too. Roselia is PU. I see it way more often in NU than I do in PU. Anyway, I want to say that the Golem is going to lead off. So, with that being said, we could get up our Stealth Rocks. He doesn't have anything to get rid of them. He does have a Spin Blocker if he's going to get up his rocks with Golem. I see that he has the potential to set up Spikes or Toxic Spikes with Roselia. So, that could be a problem because that Haunter could just keep switching in to Spin Block me. I don't like that so much. The Poliwrath could be an issue, but if it does manage to get up subs, I can Bug Buzz. Air Slash does a lot of damage to it from Yanma, so I'm not too worried. So I'm going to lead off with Shells here, as he does lead off with the Golem. He's probably going to either just go for Stealth Rocks or switch out directly to Poliwrath, which would be a good play because I can't touch Poliwrath. Most War Turtles can't. He does just go for the Stealth Rock, so he lets me get all this damage. He's lucky he didn't get a burn there, he'd be dead. Now, he could go for Sucker Punch. He could be Custap too, like Custap Explosion. I'm just gonna go, oh, yep. Custap Explosion. Called it. Now, the reason I went for Scald there was because I did not want him to try to be cheeky and switch in Haunter for free on a predicted Rapid Spin, so that would have done a solid chunk. Now, Rotom Frost comes out. This thing outspeeds me. Even if it's defensive, because I'm a War Turtle. So I am going to go into Clefairy as he goes for the T-Bolt. That doesn't do too much. He does get the Paralysis, which is not the end of the world. I don't know if that's even worth Heal Belling, to be honest. I think I'm just going to Soft Boil that damage off. He's probably either going to Hard Switch or Volt Switch. He could be choiced. These things are commonly choiced. Yeah, he is going to Hard Switch into Roselia. So we're going to heal off all that damage. And on this, I can Stealth Rock, as he does predict a switch and go for the Hidden Power Fire, I think. Oh, no, it's not very effective. What was that? Hidden Power... What was that? What is not very... Like, Hidden Power Fighting, maybe? It's the only thing I could think of. It's unfortunate we got paralyzed there because he's going to go for... Oh, he's not going to go for Sludge Bomb. He's just going to let me set up Stealth Rocks. Okay, so he opts to set up Spikes there. I'm kind of tempted to just click Heal Bell. We might have to deal with Rocks Up. That just really stinks, because I don't know. That Haunter is a problem. And I'm almost tempted to go right into Roman, just forego the Eruption and just start clicking Fire Blast on things, but that Poliwrath can come in for free, and I don't like that. I do not like that. If he goes for Hidden Power Fighting, predicting another... Yeah, that had to be Hidden Power Fighting. I think he was switching in... Or not switching in. He was predicting me to switch in the Pawniard there. So that wasn't a bad play. I'm going to go into Roman. I don't care. Set up your Spikes. Do it. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. 2 layers of Spikes. You think that's really going to scare me? You really think that's going to scare me? He's not going to switch in Pawniard. He's not going to switch in anything but Poliwrath. So I'm clicking Extra Sensory as he does switch it in. And that's a solid 2-hit KO. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's just what I needed. Because if I remove that, I can just click Scald without worry. I mean, granted, I'm going to be at really low HP coming in with all the hazards, so that's kind of a problem. But I am going to go right into Shells here, because I don't know what he's going to want to do. He's going to pull a double into the Pawniard, Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured he wasn't going to just let that thing die. So pulling another switch there was not the worst thing in the world. I guess we have to go for Rapid Spin, as he does go for Sucker Punch to finish me off, which is unfortunate because that means these hazards are here to stay. But to be fair, as long as that Haunter was around, I was not getting rid of these hazards. It just was not a thing. Was not a thing. I could switch in Yanma here. I mean, I'm going to take 50%, or 49% I should say, and Life Orb. I'm going to get worn down so quickly. I really need to be conservative with Yanma and only bring it in when I really think that I have to. So I'm going to go into my own Pawniard because I need to wear this thing down. I can't kill it from where it is with anything. I mean, a Fire Blast would, but Sucker Punch will just kill me. So Roman is not really an option here. I need to try it, wear it down. I really do. This thing is such a problem. I mean, if not just outright kill it with my own Pawniard, because this thing beats my team. Like, Sucker Punch kills everything. He is going to go into Poliwrath here as I go for the knockoff, so his lefties are gone. He cannot sub from that HP, so he pretty much has to attack me, I would think. But I actually outspeed you because I'm running enough speed for that. And he is such a man-clicking Focus Punch. Look at you. That's not even bad. Predicting the Sucker Punch. Does Sucker Punch fail if he's Focus Punching? Huh. That's... I mean, I would think that Sucker Punch would still hit, but the tightening of its focus has, like, optimal priority. That goes before everything, so maybe Sucker Punch would fail there. If so, that was a really good play. I just happen to be running enough speed on this to be able to outspeed things, so that could have been dangerous. He does go for the T-Bolt there. Sucker Punch puts this into a range where Sucker Punch plus Rocks damage kills it. So I'm kind of tempted to just click Sucker Punch again. But the problem is that Pawniard. That Pawniard is really just going to train wreck my team. That's not even a usable verb. Train wreck my team. You don't train wreck somebody. You can wreck somebody, but you don't train wreck somebody. I can't English. I cannot English. I guess I'm going to click knockoff predicting a switch, and he does go into Pawniard, which is so good for me because we get some more damage off in this thing and remove its Eviolite, which is amazing. And I may be able to get some more damage on it if he's not running max speed if I Sucker Punch here. The question is, are you going to Sucker Punch? Because if you Sucker Punch and I Sucker Punch and I outspeed you, your Sucker Punch will fail. And then I get 2 hits off. But I don't know if he's going to... I don't think he's going to do that. Oh, he does do that! Okay. I mean, he could have been running max speed, so it may not have mattered there. Clefairy is paralyzed. That just dies to an Iron Head, probably. Even though max defense, because that's a Pawniard. And... do I just lose here? Is that what this is? This Pawniard is, like, the biggest problem to my team. I can beat everything else. I mean, he can't one-shot Bayleef, but I can't do a whole lot back to him other than Leech Seed him. And after he knocks off my item, I think he just kills me after that, but I think I have to go for it. I don't really have much of a choice. He could predict that and go right into Roselia here, and I can't really stop him. But I think it's very tempting for him to just go for knockoff here, so I'm going to say that's what he's going to do. I think the better play is to go into Roselia because you force me to take hazard damage as he goes for the Swords Dance. Dance. Why did I give that a CH at the end? Dance. He's dancing. This is great because now he's like putting pressure on himself to stay in because he set up a Swords Dance. So, and I don't know if he can kill me even at +2. I think he needed to knock off my Eviolite. That was the better play there. I don't really need Clefairy for anything. I'm kind of tempted to just switch it in here, predicting a knockoff. So that's what I'm going to do. No, he just goes for Swords Dance again. He's letting me get all this damage on this thing. He's trying to sweep me right now. But I think he's going to throw away this match. I think he had the win. But I have Protect on my Yanma. And I guess he doesn't predict that. I can fodder my whole team, basically. And I might just be able to kill Haunter in one hit. Because Haunter is frail and usually runs something like a choice item or Life Orb. So Yanma White might... I can't talk. I keep making weird sounds that aren't words. Yanma may be able to win us the match here. I have to go into it now because I'm going to have to fodder everything else, and I don't want to do that, so I will just go for Protect, show that to him, get a little bit of HP back here, and he's going for Sucker Punch. Do I go for the double Protect? Yes, I do. I have to. I have to go for the double Protect. I don't want to fodder anything else if I don't have to. So I'm going to go for it. Probably going to fail, but I think he's going to go for Sucker Punch again. I don't think he's going to predict me to do this. No, he does just go for the Sucker Punch, so it doesn't matter that it fails. And I can go for Sucker Punch again. Or not Sucker Punch again. I can go for Protect again. And we get more Leech Seed. He could... Why are you not switching out? You really just don't want to give up your boost. But the greediness might cost you the match. Or it's going to make this close. It's going to make this close at the very least. I think I have to click Protect. As he goes for Knockoff this time, predicting me to, I guess, not go for an attack or maybe switch. Who knows? That was a good play. And the question is, do we go for the Protect again? I think he's going to go for Knockoff. I want to click Bug Buzz. I want to click Bug Buzz so bad, but it's probably better for me to just fodder something. That's the safe play, because if he clicks Sucker Punch, I lose here. I need Yanma. So all in all, we didn't take that much damage. I'm playing like such... Like, this is ridiculous. I'm just double protecting and just spamming Protect and foddering things until this thing dies. Like, that's all I'm doing. So yeah, I am going to fodder Roman here because we don't need it. Or need him. It's not an it, it's a him. Jeez. Rude. I will click Protect here. And he knows this, but he's at 2%. So if he switches out and comes back in, he dies to Rock. So this Pawniard is gone. Goes for the Iron Head. Does not matter. Does not matter in the slightest. And now we have our speed boost, which means we should outspeed everything on his team. What this is going to come down to is... can I kill Roselia? I guess. Can I kill Haunter? It's like almost at full health. As I'm just gonna tell in the chat, that was kind of lame. I was just spamming Protect, but that was my only chance to win, so I had to go for it. So apologize if anybody has a problem with that. But wow, Air Slash just Okos this Haunter. I know it's not that impressive because it's a freaking Haunter that was probably carrying Life Orb, Choice Scarf, something along those lines. Specs even. But still, 88% from an Air Slash. Base 75, special attack. This thing just dies. If you're Choice Scarf, I don't care because I'm at +2 speed. This is dead. And now it's going to come down to the Roselia. How much HP does it have? We still have a chance even if... Oh, it's at full health. Please don't be Spadef. Please don't be Spadef. Be like max speed. Yes! Yes! It just kills it. And Yanma... Buzzbeat the Yanma comes through for us there. Granted, I think he would have won the match if he didn't get so greedy with that Pawniard there, but he went for the win all at once, and we were able to maneuver out of it, thankfully. So we start this off with a very tense match, very exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever you would like to do, of course, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.